Okay.
Maybe you won't. My name is Randall Nelson. I was Grand Master from May of 2019 until October of 2021. This is not the normal progression of time. It's usually from May to May. But due to COVID, extra time was allotted for the proper installation of the incoming officers. I began my Masonic career when I joined the Corinthian Lodge, number 13 in Hampton on the 9th day of September 1987, and raised a Master Mason on the 9th day of December 1987, and I was raised by my father. I served as Worshipful Master in 1996 and 2010 of the Corinthian Lodge. And I also served as Worshipful Master of the Union Lodge of Portland in 2002, and that was a lodge that a number of past masters in the district joined to try to help out to keep them alive, but that didn't work out and they eventually went dark. At the time of my initiation, I was married to Susan, and I still am, by the way, whose father was a past master of the Corinthian Lodge, Worshipful Brother Edwin Wetmore. The night I was raised a Master Mason was also my daughter's second birthday. My father was a Mason, my grandfather was a Mason, an uncle on my mother's side of the family was a Mason, and two uncles on my father's side of the family were Masons. It was because of men like these that I wanted to become a Mason. My whole working career was with the City of St. John. I retired in 2009 as the manager of parks and city arborist. In my early days of Freemasonry, and who taught me the most and who I could always count on for sound and proper advice were Right Worshipful Brother Graham Pelly and Most Worshipful Brother Ches Piercy. And I still rely on them today. My Grand Lodge service began in 1998 when I was appointed Grand Sword Bearer by Most Worshipful Brother Osborne Nason. I was appointed District Deputy Grand Master by Most Worshipful Brother James H. Pike and served him from 1999 to 2001. I served again as District Deputy Grand Master from 2006 to 2007 when the previous District Deputy stepped aside, so I did another year. I then served as Grand Secretary from 2007 to 2017. In 2017, I was elected Deputy Grand Master and served until 2019 when I was elected Grand Master. My Deputy Grand Master at the time was Tom Borthwick. Senior Grand Warden was Mark Ouellette. Junior Grand Warden was Chris Kitson. Grand Treasurer was Robert Kiersted, and Grand Secretary Graham Fraser. Right Worshipful Brother Kiersted served as Grand Treasurer for 35 years, and he was one person I worked with for over 20 years, and a finer man or Mason you'd never find. Although my term was interrupted by COVID-19 pandemic, it was not without reward and problems. The first year of my term, I got to travel to other Grand Lodges and district meetings in New Brunswick. My second year had some other issues. I had to shut down meetings because of the pandemic, and when they were reopened, were reopened with some severe restrictions for meetings. But I am also pleased that no one caught COVID at a lodge meeting during my term. My term, however, was not without some serious issues. I regretfully had to suspend one brother for insubordination and dereliction of duty. Luckily, he apologized for his actions and was reinstated. The biggest issue I faced during my term was the fact that several brethren had sold a lodge building and divided the money among themselves. Some of the members returned the money to the lodge they had amalgamated with, and no action was taken with them. Unfortunately, not all did, And after 2 trials and an appeal, 15 members were expelled from Freemasonry by Grand Lodge. This is something no Grand Master likes to see, but it's one of the things that come with the job. On the upside of my term, I had the pleasure of presenting 50, 60, and 70-year awards, along with Beardsley and Quinn medallions at Grand Lodge. And one of my final acts as Grand Master was to make Right Worshipful Brother Barry Ellsworth a past Grand Treasurer, and Right Worshipful Brother Scott Ellsworth a past Junior Grand Warden. The highlight, however, was to make Most Worshipful Brother Chesley Piercy a past Grand Master, along with all the rights and privileges of a past Grand Master. A couple of things I feel I have accomplished as Grand Master was the ability to meet remotely through Zoom, the Zoom application, and most importantly, the voting for our new Grand Lodge officers. It's now done by electronic ballot. It started as an emergency way to elect our officers during the pandemic, but it's now incorporated in our Constitution and regulations. I've also been active in concordant bodies. I was initiated into the ancient and accepted Scottish Rite in 1988 and served as Most Wise Sovereign in Harrington Sovereign Chapter Rose Craw in 1997 to 1999. In 2000, I became the Grand Secretary Register of the 3 bodies of Scottish Rite, a position I still hold today, but would like to pass on if somebody would come forward, which does not seem to be happening. In 2007, I received the 33rd degree. I was invited to join the Royal Order of Scotland in 2000 and have served as Provincial Grand Secretary since 2001. I'm also a member of the Order of the Secret Monitor, or the Brotherhood of David and Jonathan. I served as Supreme Ruler in 2017, and following that, Grand Visitor East, which would be similar to a District Deputy Grand Master in New Brunswick. I'm a Shriner, a member of Luxor Temple, where I presently am the Chief Raban and hope to be installed Potentate in January 2024. In closing, the most important person who has made my journey in Freemasonry so pleasurable and rewarding is my wife, Susan. Without her, none of it would have been possible. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you.